Hello, everybody. My name is Tom Chenault, and I am here talking to you because I want to explain to you exactly why I chose Youngevity. And I want you to understand it from where I stand now versus where I stood 30 years ago. And 30 years ago, I was coming off of a career of being a restaurant general manager. I was an airplane salesman. I was a successful stockbroker. And actually, I was successful in all three of those professions because I had unbelievable charisma, not a lot of integrity, and I was a completely terrible alcoholic. In September of 1988, I finally quit drinking. So that's 32 years ago. And when that happened, I had to reinvent my life. And I tried to find jobs everywhere, and no one wanted to hire me. And as a result, the last house on the block was that dreaded multi-level marketing, and I had to make money. So I dove into multi-level marketing for the money, not necessarily for anything else. And my job was to figure out how to make money as fast as I could. And I joined a lot of companies. And I was seemingly successful in a lot of those companies, but not really successful because it was kind of temporary. I was told to sign a lot of people up, throw it against the wall, hope something stuck, and that never happened. But a couple of things did happen to me. I got into Alcoholics Anonymous, and that was a really good thing because I learned to do rigorous self-inquiry. So I really radical self-inquiry where I looked into myself. I learned to share with other people. I learned to find a tribe of people that I could relate to and understand, that basically let me feel safe, that I could trust them, that I was loved, and that I belonged. And that was the neat thing, number one. And the neat thing, number two, is I found a guy named Eric Worre. He wrote this book called Go Pro, which was unbelievably strong about network marketing and how to build a network marketing business. And I found a guy named Richard Bliss-Brook, who also was a veteran in network marketing. And those two have really transformed the way that I look at the business, along with my experiences in network marketing. So the reason I'm telling you all that was it wasn't exactly a overnight success. It took me a long time, a lot of failure. And my job is to keep you from failing. And my health wasn't so good, obviously, coming off all that alcohol. And I ended up in a company called Youngevity. And the reason I ended up in it was because of Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the incredible book, the incredible tape. I looked at that company and I thought, holy mackerel, there are a lot of product users here, which is absolutely the foundation of network marketing. There aren't a lot of business builders. And if I stepped into Youngevity as a business builder, I might be able to do what I was looking for in those days, and that was to make a lot of money. So as a result of that, I jumped on the horse for the money in a world full of product users, and away I went. And I did pretty doggone well. I was pretty successful at it, and I had learned about building businesses from Worre and from Richard Brook and from several other people. And I started building pretty well, but I noticed that my health kept getting better too. And it was because of Dr. Wallach. And Dr. Wallach is an amazing human being. And the reason I'm telling you this story, I told you my story. Here I am, Tom Chenault, YOU. I'm telling you my story first because I believe that as we all present our Youngevity opportunity, which is the rest of that word there, Youngevity is after YOU, that's you, and then Youngevity, the whole rest of the word. I just want you to understand this isn't a script business. It is a heart business coming from your heart, so you never know where the words are going to come from. It happens because of the person across the table from you, and you're going to say what they really need to hear, and that's the most important thing. So going back to my story, I saw Dr. Wallach as the easiest way for me to really build a network marketing business because he's got 250 million Dead Doctors Don't Lie tapes and CDs out there. He's got an international reputation, and I figured I could just hang in his slipstring and do pretty well, which I've done. And he'd done all the groundwork with his research in this great book right here called Dead Doctors Don't Lie. The reason this book is so pristine and I'm handling it so carefully is because it's a first edition book of Dr. Wallach's Dead Doctors Don't Lie book. There are very few of these still left around, and I'm very proud that I've got one of them in absolutely perfect shape. And that's basically the book around the tape. And he also wrote lots of other books, but I think the best one that he's written recently is this book called Epigenetics. And if you haven't read this, you have got to do it. You can tell it's not an overnight read. Dr. Wallach is the real deal, and he's done nothing but research and research and research. He's got a book out there that is in the Smithsonian. It's that big time. And if you try to find that book on eBay, you're probably going to spend about $4,000 because it is a classic, it is a collector's item, and very few people have it. So if you want one of those, just hop on eBay or Amazon, put, I can't even remember the name of the book, Diseases of Exotic Animals by Dr. Joel Wallach up on the bar, and see if you can buy yourself one, and you'll part with $4,000 and you'll be a proud owner. So, or you can buy Dead Doctors Don't Lie and Epigenetics, and you'll be able to get Dr. Wallach's complete philosophy, all of his science out of those two books, and you'll be off to the races. But it's wonderful to get all that information. And reading these books is great. I mean, I want you to read these books, but you can't eat these books. And if you eat these books, you're not going to get healthy. The name of the game is, instead of eating the books, I want you to take the vitamins and drink the liquid nutrition, because that's what I did. And I found myself getting healthier. I found myself getting better. And I really didn't even realize it, because nutrition doesn't happen overnight. Anybody tells you there's some sort of magic bullet that's going to have you healthy for the rest of your life with one pill in 1 week, they're probably lying to you. And nutrition, like anything else, is like advertising maybe. It takes a long time for it to take effect. But once it takes effect, it works. And I was just at the doctor. I twisted my knee playing pickleball. And the doctor was talking to me and said, "Thank goodness you're not on Medicare, because we have a different conversation here." And I said, "I am on Medicare, sir." And he said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I'm 69 years old. I've been on Medicare for 5 years." And he literally couldn't believe his eyes because of Dr. Wallach, because of this nutrition. And he didn't even know for the first 37 years of my life, I was completely pickling everything, especially my liver, with all that alcohol. So I elevated my health. And I elevated my health with 90 for Life. And what 90 for Life is the 90 essential nutrients that your body needs to operate optimally. And that is right there in the corner. You see those three things right there? One of them is something called Beyond Tangy Tangerine, and that is all the minerals and the vitamins that your body needs to operate optimally. The second one is called the EFA Plus, which is obviously the essential fatty acids, and you can't get those in liquid form, so that's why they're in those capsules. And the third one is something called OsteoFX for our joints and things like that. And Dr. Wallach has formulated this little thing, this little package called 90 for Life, in order for literally everybody on this planet to have a chance to get their nutrition under control, to have that baseline nutrition in place, so at some point they can start adding things to it that might help them live a healthier life. There's a lot of conversation out right now about vitamin D. Youngevity's got that. About zinc. Youngevity's got that. About all kinds of things. Keto. Youngevity's got that. So the name of the game is Youngevity's got something for just about everybody. In fact, they've got about 2,000 products. And inside of those 2,000 products, which is a lot, is something for you. They've got coffee. They've got essential oils. They've got all those keto shakes and all the stuff that goes along with that. They've got makeup. They've got skincare. They've got cleaning products. They've got it. They've got business services. They can actually, there's a division that makes business loans. We've got a healthcare plan that is over the top for those people that are trying to find an affordable way to protect their family health-wise. Youngevity's got it. And inside of you becoming a Youngevity person, and there's a lot of ways, there's 3 or 4 different ways for you to do that. You're inside of that umbrella where you get to choose what you're passionate about that day. And that's a real freedom. Right now, I'm really passionate about getting that sore knee of mine under control. So this morning, we've got a hemp product that's a roll-on, a CBD product that's a roll-on that obviously has none of the THC or anything like that in it, because I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I've got a lot of pain in my leg, and I just rolled that baby on my knee, and that pain was history. And that's a good thing for me, because I don't want to be getting surgery I went to the doctor, like I told you. They told me that it's going to be a 6-month rehab if I have to have that surgery. So I'm going to do everything I can to do research with Dr. Wallach over the next couple of weeks, make sure that I can't heal it or fix it nutritionally, and then I can go to that. And then the last alternative is going to be the surgery, instead of most people just listening to their doctor and walking in and getting a cut. I don't want to do that. I want to do what I can to see if I can avoid this with nutrition. And that's a good thing for me. I like to be able to make those kind of decisions after consideration. So that's all called something called transfer buying. And that's one of the underspoken, most important things of Youngevity. Because transfer buying means you're buying all these things from yourself that you would normally buy from the store. So why not make yourself the store, be able to buy at wholesale, be able to collect overrides on other people buying at wholesale under your umbrella, and all of a sudden you've got yourself a little business built. So that's the whole show. So some of you are listening to me right now going, man, that's great, but I want to try the products first, Tom. I don't want to walk in here as some money-making, multi-level marketing person. And you know what I'm going to tell you? 80% of the 100, 80% of the 100%, 80 out of 100 people that Tom Chenault talks to want to be customers first. They want to try the product. And we let people do that for free. We want them to come in the company. We want them to become something called a preferred customer. We want them to get a product experience and love these products like crazy. And maybe that's what you want to do. Some people want to come in and be something called a distributor, which is defined as somebody that distributes product. And if you want to just distribute the product, that's wonderful. You pay $50 a year, and at that point you get the right to get a personalized website. You get to collect overrides on anybody that buys the product from you. So that's a nice little business. And if you want to make a little money, an average amount of money or something like that, that's great. And the third alternative is to be something called an influencer, which is what I consider myself. And that's somebody that is doing this business with a vengeance, with the training that we provide, and underneath the umbrella. And internally, we've got a lot of people that have embraced these philosophies of Eric Worre, Richard Brooke, Jordan Adler, Rob Sperry, Ray Higdon, all those icons. And what we've done is we've taken the best from those people and put together a training program for you whereby you can come in. And I think the buy-in for something called the Mega CEO Pack, you get $500 worth of product, and you also get yourself the ability to become something called a CEO. And what we want you to do is just embrace the business building opportunity at Youngevity. And what we do is I personally, if you come in with me, I personally mentor you. And anybody that brings you in under a CEO is really making that representation to you that they're going to help coach and train you to the top. And that's what I'm ultimately looking for, are those people. But I've got to talk to a ton of people. And I know 80% are going to be customers, and I'm happy with that. I'm never going to try to make a customer an influencer. 15% of those people are going to be distributors. I'm not going to try to make a distributor an influencer. And 5 or 4 or 5 others are going to be influencers, and they're going to be going after this thing to do exactly what I do. And that's basically plugging into the system and becoming somebody that wants to help Dr. Wallach spread this product knowledge all over the world, one person at a time, and not listening to the news or the fake news or whatever you want to call it, but listening to another human being face to face talk about a business opportunity that's not only going to benefit the world, but going to benefit them. And that's all I do all day long. So my choice for you right now is I want you to join us under one of those 3 terms. I want you to buy the product. That's what I want you to do. I really want you to do that. I also would love to see you become a distributor and make a little money, because that lowers the price. And most of all, I'd love you to become an influencer and help us get the word out to the world. But those decisions are all yours. And I don't know what the timing is in your life. But I'll tell you one thing right now, no matter A, B, or C, I want you to know we're leaving the light on for you. So my name's Tom Chenault. I am a network marketer, a professional network marketer. I've spoken on the stages of GoPro. I'm one of the top 25 network marketers in the world as named by the MLMIA in 2010. I've got the largest home-based business radio show in the world. I take this business extremely serious. I take mentoring you extremely seriously. I believe wholeheartedly that my job on this planet is to help change the world and bring hope back. And I think that network marketing is the greatest form of being an entrepreneur that there is out there today. It beats real estate, it beats small business, it beats it all because you're given the average man or the average woman, especially the average woman, the chance to have an extraordinary life, which they deserve. So hopefully you're going to come in 1, 2, or 3, and whichever you are, I'm happy to help you. And thank you so much for watching this.